Good afternoon and welcome to this year's 33rd Annual National Two-Way Bilingual Immersion Conference. We are so excited to be here in beautiful Sacramento and hope that your time with us is exciting, inspiring, and intellectually stimulating. This year's theme is social consciousness. It is through social consciousness that we can shed light on the issues our students face day in and day out, even when we don't see it.
Remember, we have a responsibility to challenge injustice. Be brave, become a radical. Take on 3 R's: remember, recover, and repair. When we're able to do that, when we dare to step outside of what is, we will find that all roads lead to liberation.
Every single one of you makes a tremendous impact on the lives of children that you serve, and you know that it's a privilege to do so.
The benefits of bilingualism are numerous. There's cognitive benefits, there are economic benefits, there are cultural benefits. But many of our students who are learners of Spanish. They are now able to communicate with other people. They have a broader capacity for empathy, for understanding other cultures. Having another language is like opening another world, and that is what the benefit of being bilingual is. You live in a world like our global economy that has everything in it.
Message that Joaquin gets when he's in a transitional program or even an ESL program. The message is, "Ay, Joaquin, if it wasn't for that Spanish, you could be over there with the regular kids," right? His Spanish is seen as a problem. So naturally, he wants to shed that, okay? Distance himself from it. En cambio, when he's in a dual language program where 50 to 90% of the day is taught in Spanish, durante ese tiempo, Joaquín es el rey.
A ver, ¿dónde están los bailadores de cumbia? ¿Dónde están mis maestras de Colombia, de Venezuela, de Perú, de México, de Centroamérica que les gusta la cumbia? Venga, maestra, vamos a bailar. Vamos a bailar. ¿Cómo lo bailas tú? ¿Cómo baila la cumbia con acá? ¡Uy!
The language of oppression no longer works for us. We need to reimagine. The Kemetic principle connected to this is it's not about us. It's about the future generations. That's about building for eternity. We are to build for eternity. We are to notice the leaders around us that are inviting us, speaking differently, thinking differently, to build for eternity.
Nadie puede ver a otra persona de arriba a abajo, porque somos iguales.
Damos gracias a los ancestros y a las ancestras por habernos guiado por esos caminos, por habernos guiado en cómo cuidarnos en estos momentos difíciles. Y esperamos que esas lecciones que se han aprendido a través de todo el hemisferio los podamos aplicar ahora.
One of the very important foundations of how we give youth a voice through language, through their identity, through their conviction. It takes a lot of will, a lot of strength, a lot of being sure of who you are to speak in front of adults. The youth there were in their late 20s. These were youth minors. And 16, 17 years old. There you see Ashaya Katsi and 3 other students who presented at the Indigenous Permanent Forum at the United Nations.
I think it's so crucial how so many of my teachers, especially all of the Indigenous teachers, all of the Indigenous women in STEM, who have been guiding me for so many years, they always reinforce that our lived experiences are just as valuable and just as knowledgeable and just as important as any of the knowledge that everyone else has around us.
In our classrooms, we weave culture and language into the fabric of learning. Students don't leave their identities at the door. They bring them in as strengths. We teach in ways that reflect who we are, where they come from, and where they dream to go. Because identity is sacred, it shapes us, connects us, defines us. We honor it. not as a checkbox, but as a source of belonging, of beauty, of truth. We are not separate from our communities we serve. We are of them. Their stories ground us. Their traditions guide us. Their hopes fuel our purpose. And we as educators, as advocates, as lifelong learners, meet this work with creativity, with joy, and with courage. We lead with heart, and we listen deeply.